What would you say are some of the most important things for business planning as it relates to investment properties?
I would always recommend doing a budget. I think it's a really helpful exercise. I think that it helps you set your price of your units and ensure that you're beating inflation and that you're not losing money. It helps you decide if you need to fight your property taxes or you need to rein in your expenses. For example, this year, when I was doing my multifamily ones, I realized that our trash bills had been increasing and increasing. And it's one of those things you don't notice on the average bills, but when you're looking at it over over year, it's an opportunity to really see that that had crept up and up. And so we needed to bid out our trash service and find a vendor that could provide us with a better price. And so I think that that budget time is really a great time to look back at the year holistically. And you don't need to do some crazy detailed budget, but I think that you owe it to yourself as the investor to really look at each of those line item expenses and look forward and kind of look at the balance between what is your income and what is your expense and how is that meeting your goals. And you may also realize that a property isn't meeting your goals. You may realize that at the end of the day, your returns are lower than you thought they were. And maybe that's not, maybe it's time to sell, or maybe it's time to, refinance or increase your rents or play around with it. But I think a budget is really the only way to look at that building and ensure that it's performing. And then we turn our budgets into a cash flow. So we continue to use it every month and we watch it every month. And to me, that's my track record. That's my way of accounting for, our expenses. So both commercial and multifamily, I think they're incredibly important. From a commercial standpoint, I think we owe it to our tenants to be really prudent about our budgets and making sure we're careful. And same thing with those expenses. Just because they're a tenant expense does not mean I'm any less cautious of them. At the same time, it's a really great opportunity to say, oh my gosh, our landscaping bills are way too high for this property type. Let's look at what we can do to save some money there. So to me, that's the best time to really look at a full year's history and then look forward.
Want to hear more on this topic? Click the link below for the full episode of Maximizing Your Property Value.